Hello everyone, in this video we are going to see the determination of residence status. In the previous video I have shared the provisions related to the determination of residence status of individual. Here I have taken a problem. Mr. Rohit, a foreign national, came to India for the first time on June 15, 2018. During the financial years 2018 to 19, 1920, 2021, 21-22, 22-23 and 23-24, he stayed in India for 120 days, 115 days, 15 days, 124 days and 80 days respectively. Determine his residence status for the assessment year 24 to 25. Here I have just written the details given in the question about the number of days the assessee has stayed in India during various financial years. And under section 6, there are two basic conditions given. Basic condition 1 is the assessee should have stayed in India for at least 182 days during the previous year. So, if you look at the previous year given in the question, here we are given 80 days. So, which is less than 182 days. So, basic condition 1 is not fulfilled. So, if basic condition 1 is not fulfilled, then we can check with basic condition 2. So, basic condition 2 is during the previous year, the assessee should have stayed in India for at least 60 days, and during 4 years immediately preceding the previous year, the assessee should have stayed in India for at least 365 days. So, if you look at the number of days given in the question, during the previous year, the assessee has stayed 80 days. 80 days, which is more than 60 days. So, the first part of the second condition is fulfilled. We are given one more condition in the same basic condition. During 4 years immediately preceding the previous year, the assessee should have stayed in India for at least 365 days. So, if we find the total of these 4 years, we are getting 445 days, which is more than 365 days. So, basic condition 2 is fulfilled. As per the provisions of section 6, if any one of the basic conditions is fulfilled, then the assessee can be determined as resident. So, here as basic condition 2 is fulfilled, this assessee can be determined as resident. Once an individual has been determined as resident, we have to check with the additional conditions. Additional condition number 1 is an assessee should be a resident for at least 2 years out of 10 preceding previous years. So you should be very careful with this provision. The assessee should be a resident in India for at least 2 years out of 10 preceding previous years. So 10 preceding previous year means here we are given only these many years. So for each year you have to check whether any one of the basic condition is fulfilled. So if you look at this 22 to 23, here basic condition 1 is not fulfilled as the number of days is less than 182. So you have to check with the basic condition 2. So in this current previous year, the number of days is more than 60 days, and the total of these 4 years are more than 365. So during 22 to 23, the assessee is a resident as basic condition 2 is fulfilled for this year. So resident. Then we have to check whether any one of the basic condition is fulfilled for 21 to 22. So 21 to 22. So now you have to consider this as a previous year. So in this previous year, the number of days is 191, which is more than 182. So basic condition 1 is fulfilled. So for this particular year, 21 to 22, the assessee is a resident. The assessee is a resident for 21 to 22. So additional condition 1 is for at least any 2 years, the assessee should be a resident. So here the assessee has fulfilled additional condition number 1. Then additional condition number 2 is during 7 years immediately preceding the previous year, the assessee should be in India for at least 730 days. So here in this question, if you find the total of these preceding previous years number of days, the total number of days is 565. 565. So additional condition 2 is not fulfilled as the number of days is less than 730 days. As per section 6, The assessee should have fulfilled both additional condition in order to determine him as ordinary resident. But here, in this case, the assessee is fulfilling additional condition number 1 alone, and additional condition 2 is not fulfilled. So, now his residential status is resident and not ordinary resident. I hope the explanation for this problem is clear. See you in the next video.